Good morning. Today is Friday, October 3rd. I want to start off by saying congratulations, Chicago Cubs winning the wild card series. This is a really exciting time of year for Chicago baseball, and I am a diehard Cub fan, so don't be a hater. Anyways, let's get right into it. Economic data. Due to the government shutdown, the data is not coming out. There is something on here, ISM, PMI manufacturing. I'm not sure if that number is going to come out or not, but we'll see. Be prepared and make sure that if you have a position on at 9 o'clock, be prepared. There could be some news coming out. Let's get right into the broader markets yesterday. Broader markets here. Pre-market, I said pullbacks to this first level, 67.56.75 would be a good level, and it did pull back to that level, and then it rallied about 8 points, and then later on we lost this level. However, we came down to this 67.45.5 level that I said was a good level for pullbacks, and you could see how it respected that level. Big wick here on this 15-minute candle, and then once you had that big wick here, you had a nice engulfing candle here that pushed everything higher for the day. We made new highs in pre-market, and it seems to be selling off a little bit right now. NASDAQ, pretty much the same thing as I've been saying for the last several weeks. It's almost like you're looking at an identical chart. I said yesterday, the pullback on the NASDAQ at 25,027 and a quarter. You see how it just came down here to these levels. These levels are real strong. I've been charting for many years, and do they always work? No, but that's why, your entries, my entries are good. So I wait for the pullback and I get to my entries right here, and then I have pretty much like a short stop. So if I was trading this and this were Tesla, I'd have an entry right here at this level, whatever that level is, 25,027, and then I put a stop just below a price level here, 29.7550. So I know that if I'm getting long here, my risk is not a great risk, but my upside is great. So you could see if this was actually a Tesla trade, boom. So now speaking of Tesla, let's get into that craziness that went on yesterday. Really unbelievable with Tesla yesterday. So let's just show where we were yesterday. So before the market opened yesterday, I had to change this level to green because we popped through it and we gained the support, right? So I changed that level, and I said the day before, if we get above this 452.75 level and it holds, we're going higher. And sure enough, we did. And it was a great move. And then pre-market yesterday, Tesla came out with third quarter numbers saying that they sold 497,000 units, which is higher than expected. But I think it was due to the EV tax going away and people trying to take advantage of that. And so what I said in pre-market, there's Leonard. I said pre-market that this 474.40 was a good level, and then to hold and get above it, and then this 482. But I really thought yesterday that we were going to make new highs. However, if you go back and listen to yesterday's pre-market analysis, I said you need to be careful about this pre-market push right here, even though there was 1 million shares traded in that last 15-minute candle there. And then I said that what I would like to see was some pullback to this 452.75 level. And sure enough, Tesla did pull back there to this level, didn't quite get to 452.75, and then bounced up another $8. But then what you saw later on in the day is that it lost this level. So now what I have to do today is it's playing a little ping pong here, but this is how I chart my levels. And I've been doing this for a long time, so my levels are pretty strong. And they're not always perfect. That's why you always have to, you can't get married to a trade. But so now this level turns back into resistance again. So you can see once it broke this level and then boom, came right back up here and it respected it again later on in the day, and there was still some more sell-off. However, we did come down to a really good support level at 435.35. Which I liked, and it came down there to the penny almost. You got down there 435.57, so real close to that level right there. That would be a good entry long right there. But I do, my thesis going into this morning is probably Tesla pops a little bit in the morning, and then maybe we get a little sell off. That's how I'm that's how I'm going into the trade today, this morning. But that being said, you have to have your stops, and I would not think long with Tesla again with the same scenario I had the other day. Until we can get above this 452.75 and hold, I don't think Tesla's going long. But if we do get that, it could quickly fill this, I call this a speed zone with this quick sell-off, because there's nothing holding it here, right? So, but there still could be some downside with Tesla, maybe a little pop in the morning and then a little sell-off. But we always have to pay attention to price action and see what the market is giving us. Let's go over yesterday's 5-minute opening trade yesterday, which was unbelievable. And let's go over here. So if we see this, yesterday's 5-minute opening trade, it did not, right out of the box, it was just ridiculous. So the first 5 minutes, we had a range of, great range for this trade, only like a $5 range. And then once it broke it, it never looked back. So the low on the range yesterday, 465.35 for a low. And I mean, we all know what happened later on in the day. It was ridiculous. I mean, I'll show you. I had 450 puts up there to start the day. And if we look, the opening trade for those 450 puts was down here in the dollar range. So it was like $1.80, $1.80 up to $2.32 for a premium. Well, if you bought just to give you an example, if you bought a one lot there, it would have cost you, call it $2, right? So $200. And then by the end of the day, that $2, I mean, it rallied up, or that $200, it rallied up, 1576. I mean, that's a tremendous trade that you would have made on just a single one lot. So this is what I'm telling you as far as your entries and paying attention to the breakouts. And you have to trade what the market gives you. Like even pre-market here, everybody's thinking, oh, Tesla's going to the moon, and boom, look at what happened there. So Tesla will do that to you. It'll play games. It'll rally for like 2-3 weeks and then take it all away. So anyways, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join the Discord community. And then also another thing, pay attention. We are working on going live on YouTube so we could get some live chat and live interaction pre-market to answer some questions. I can't read anybody's minds, so the better, the more questions that come out, the better learning experience it will be for everybody. Anyways, have a safe trading day. It is Friday. Don't ruin your weekend. And go Cubbies, baby. Bring home the victory. I'll talk to you next week.